I'm Jason Richardson Albini, and this is my journey, my series, and my documentation, opening my gym, Roundhouse like you mean it. Hey, looking right there in the camera, like looking in the camera is something I got to work on. But it's August 19th. Yesterday was August 18th, and yesterday is the day I did my first LLC ever. Roundhouse Like You Mean It LLC is official. I'm working on opening a gym, so I have to and I want to document this process before everything is real, before everything is physical, when everything was just an idea, just a spark. And just tell you about the process so far, get into a little bit of why I'm doing this, why I want to open a gym, and what it's going to be all about. So you guys want to know the name, how I came up with the name Roundhouse Like You Mean It? Well, originally I wanted to call it Hits Fitness, or like Hits Fitness, because it's about hitting, it's about fighting, kickboxing, so it's just a good play on words. Hits in my music playlist is gonna be one of the fire things, one of the coolest things about working out in my gym is gonna be the music. And when you play music, you play good songs, you call those hits. So it would have been a play on words. That would have been so cool. But after doing some research, there is no Hits Fitness in California, so I would have been fine. But there is one in Lexington, Kentucky. They have a Hits Fitness out there. They have a Hits Fitness Instagram page. They already have a brand going for it. Not that it would interfere with anything that I'm doing, but I do 100,000% want to be unique. Something that's not on Instagram, something that you can't Google yet. And Roundhouse Like You Mean It is already a merch line that I made. It's something that I've already created a brand around. In fact, I have a hoodie right here. I let it sit on my shelf. Roundhouse Like You Mean It. I just let it sit on my shelf as decoration. And it's a slogan that I would always say when I was teaching my group kickboxing classes at Miles Academy of Martial Arts. And I would say it a lot, and that's also where I got the idea to start a gym. Because I grew up in a group. I'll get back to that. But anyway, it's a slogan I would always say when I was teaching karate or teaching group kickboxing classes. When people were hitting the bag, I would say, "Man, you got a roundhouse like you mean it." I'll make content that would say roundhouse like you mean it. And once I came up with a design. Worked with a brand, a designing company called 99 Design. They came up with that what you see on that hoodie, that logo and everything. They came up with that and put it on a shirt. I didn't know if I was gonna ever name a gym after it, but yeah, it just clicked. And I remember I asked my girl, I said, "Brenda's Roundhouse Like You Mean It sound good?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "It does sound good." So we're going with Roundhouse Like You Mean It. Roundhouse Like You Mean It LLC was officially made on August 18th, 2021. 2021. We're not in 2022 yet, although this year does seem like it's moving super quick. So yeah, I've been on the phone with a banker so far. I've been on the phone with commercial real estate agent, and it's been cool, just using your network. The commercial real estate agent that I'm working with is someone I used to personally train, and she was in my group kickboxing classes, and now she's helping me find a spot. And that's amazing because that's the power of using your network. That's the power of asking and going for it. And you will see that, we always talk about like haters and all this stuff, but also there's people who are cheering for you, people who do want to see you flourish, people who do want to help you be part of the process. And Rolanda, who used to train, she's helping me, right? And I remember I was like on Instagram talking about, if there's any commercial real estate agents you guys know, please get me connected. And who's the person I know, and we would talk real estate all the time? Rolanda. So she's helping me look at some spots. She's doing the negotiating, figuring out the rates, connected me to a banker. They broke down the process of like how to get money, either through a loan, a SBA, or a business credit card line. And she said she recommends the business credit card line. So that was good to know. That was good to find out. I was on the phone yesterday just talking about how to get an automatic payment service going for customers to take care of all that money booking stuff. What's the benefits of that besides versus a Square app or MindBody? Everybody's trying to sell the program, so I really got to do more research still. But there's a reason why MindBody exists. There's a reason why Square app exists. There's a reason why these fitness booking software apps and services are there. So I got to really compare, see if the fees make sense, the technology makes sense, and things like that. But yeah, so owning a gym has been something it's been on my mind. I wouldn't say all my life. That's not true. I would even say in the last 5 years, maybe more like the last 3, maybe 4 years. When I really started getting to personal training, really started understanding myself more as a young man, understanding my work ethic, how I like to make money, how I like to go about work, and I'm more entrepreneurial than I realized. I'm more of I like to create. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like to be micromanaged. I do like to create. I do like to network. I do like to do a lot of the unknown stuff. And that works for me. Some people are more of the job type, and that's totally fine. That's awesome, because even with my company in my gym, I want to create awesome jobs for people, awesome training opportunities, front desk opportunities, branding, marketing, all those kind of things. So I learned that in order to do what I want to do every day, because I love what I do, I love kickboxing, I love fitness, a gym will work out for me. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty, scary moments, a lot of learning, some mess ups, but we'll learn from that. And so that I learned through these years of teaching. I've been in martial arts for 20 years, that I've always been able to take initiative. I've always was given the floor to teach, to create programs, to create workouts, to make plans, to help the customers in relationships, things like that. And one of the biggest things that I've done is that I started a group kickboxing class at Dumas Academy of Martial Arts. And that's why I love Roland, Renee, and Sean, because, man, they let me do my thing. They gave me the floor. There's like, you can, take advantage of this. Like, the floor is here for you. The mat, the karate school is here for you. Utilize it. And I did. I went full force. I was running private sessions, working with teens and adults, create a group kickboxing class, just a heavy bag setup, dumbbells, kettlebells, and create a nice circuit that I created, through trial and error, and was able to figure out how to make music, a great music playlist, not make music, but create that's another thing that I could do with the gym, but learn how to create a great music atmosphere where the workout is great, but also the music is just as great. I always said that sometimes I don't even ask people how the workout was first. Sometimes I honestly ask, how was the playlist? Because the workout is great, the product is great, but also I want to know how everything else is, right? So when I was doing these classes, I felt really good. I felt very, I felt happy, and I felt successful, and I felt like I was really creating something. And I said, I can turn this into a bigger thing. Because at a karate school, you can only do so much. You only got so many time slots you can use. You can only market so much, and then you reach a ceiling. Because the karate school has their own brand, their own flow they got to protect, their own vision of how the school wants to be ran, right? And so I need to expand my vision and take that to the next step. So that's why Roundhouse Like You Mean It is coming to life. I don't know if it's going to start off in a fancy gym. I don't know if it's going to start off super small. I feel it's going to start in Concord, California, like that Pinole. Pinole and Concord have very similar demographics. Pinole's medium income and Concord's medium income is very similar. Pinole's medium age is about 44. Concord is about 38, so a little bit younger. The surrounding cities is different. You know, there's way more money towards Concord than it is out here in Pinole. Concord surrounding cities, you got Pleasant Hill, you got Martinez, you got Clayton, even goes into like San Ramon, those areas over there. Pinole is, I've been here all my life, went to Pinole Valley High School, trained in Pinole all these years. My family, my dad's from Pinole. It's a good city. It's not super big. It's not super fast or, hustle and bustle city. It's a little taste of it. It's a city that's developed over the years. And I've looked for places. I've looked around here, and there's really no places really lease right now. The city just seems smaller than before. Like when you're really looking for a spot, you realize how small this town is. And it's probably why when I'm walking Rocco, I like get honked at all the time. I see people all the time. The city is so small. But Concord's more big. It's like it's way more. I would say opportunity. There's way more. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be new, and I think that's what I'm ready for. I think that's what I want to do. So, yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days here, and I want to document everything, every step along the way. I don't know what exactly I'm doing. That's why I'm asking questions. One of my friends, Joe, he owns 6 gyms in Colorado. He owns a a group boxing class, and he went on TikTok. It was just breaking down how to start a gym from scratch. And there's about 6 videos up right now. I actually got an idea to download each clip, put it together, put it onto my podcast to relate it to what I'm doing, also help other gym owners and other people that want to start some kind of business as well. It'd be super helpful. So Joe, thank you for doing that, man. But, basically what I got from it so far is that you got to know why you want to do your gym. And for me, why I want to do it is because I love it. I have fun doing it. It's not about the money. I enjoy people working out, kickboxing, martial arts. It's been in my blood since I was 8 years old, over 20 years of training. I can do it from sun up to sundown. And I want to create something that's going to create a legacy in the long term. And then the second part was, I can't remember the second part. It was figuring out, how to get money. And Joe said money's like the easiest thing to get. And I realized that too. I guess you just got to get approved, get in the business credit card line. And, even on that phone call with the banker, she was just like, I know Orlando really well. I know this person really well. I know these people really well. They can really help you get you going. And of course, everything sounds easier said than done. Everything sounds very optimistic and positive on the phone. But that's awesome that if you do take a step forward, you do start networking, things will open up, and you'll find that things will start connecting for you. either quicker than you thought or more readily than you thought or even more fluidly than you thought. It just feels like once I said, all right, let's go, the next thing leads to the next thing leads to the next thing. And, like I finally sat down yesterday and made an LLC. That was so awesome. So I'm inspired. I'm excited. Yes, I'm scared. I mean, it's the unknown, and you're supposed to be scared. So I'm totally cool with that. But it's been cool. Just doing a lot of researching, just seeing what other boutique gyms do. That's the kind of style I want to run his ass, is like a boutique studio. It's like a unique niche kind of gym, just based around group kickboxing and weightlifting. And I seen Rumble do a really good job with that. I follow all kind of studios on Instagram, but Rumble does a really good job with that, and just seeing how important the brand is, the product is, and you get behind that and you go full force. So I'll continue to document. I'll continue to talking to the camera, record, write, type, so everyone can see the beginning, and it can inspire people along the way, and it can also teach and educate other people who want to start a gym, and it can just be something to look back on when I can say, look, I was 29 when I did that. There's a proof, there's evidence, and documenting the journey and loving this process. No matter what happens, loving this process and being a part of this process is what it's all about. So here's to Roundhouse like you mean it. Thank you for listening.